Welcome to this episode of On the Record, your official source of information from Bossier Schools.
Hi everybody, I'm Sonia Bales.
I'm Jason Rowland, and this is our second edition of On the Record with Bossier Schools. We want to welcome all of you into the show and hope you enjoyed last week's episode.
Yeah, we're coming to you from the Airline High School Stadium where this Friday night, gosh, it's going to be exciting because we're about to kick off the 69th Annual Bossier City Lions Club Jamboree.
It is a fun time for everybody involved, for our students, our schools, our community, the entire Bossier Parish community is excited about what's going to happen this Friday night right here at M.D. Ray Field at Airline High School.
We are going to flip the lights on to Friday night lights. This is what our football teams have been preparing for quite some time, as well as our bands, our cheerleaders, our pep squads. They all have a night to shine this Friday night.
And it signifies the coming of fall, which I know everybody in Bossier Parish is ready for a little relief from the heat.
Yeah, we got 6 high schools that are going to be facing off here on the turf in a rather friendly competition because, you know, it's a scrimmage, right? It
is a scrimmage, and the guys have been working hard, and the best thing about the Jamboree, the optimism is so high. Everybody's undefeated.
I love it.
Everybody's going to win every game. We're all
Everybody's going to state. Everybody's going to state at this point.
A lot of fun.
But we're really, really excited about that, and you know, it is a tradition, so we're going to delve a little bit deeper in this edition of On the Record with Bossier Schools and talk about the Jamboree, what to expect, and even going to take a stroll down memory lane.
That's right. We've got Board President Adam Bass with us. He's a 1999 graduate of Airline High School. His segment's going to come up in a few minutes, and we're going to take you back to 1998, the Jamboree here right on this field against the Benton Tigers, and kind of talk about what it means for schools and the community and the memories that our board president has from that wonderful year.
Yeah, it's been fun to already listen to the two of you swapping some stories, so we're going to share those in just a little while. But hey, also, we have started school, the official start to the 2022-23 school year, and I tell you what, it was so nice to see all of the smiling faces, everybody returning and meeting new faces as well. We started something new this year, the 8th grade academy at Bossier Parish School for Technology and Innovative Learning, and this is a really neat, innovative concept where we have 120 students from all 6 of our middle schools that are being able to spend the day at BPSTIL, still pursuing their core classes, but also being able to major in some different areas that they're interested in learning more about.
And we were all over Bossier Parish last Wednesday. Just a great day to see all the kids back. The teachers were excited. The principals were excited. We actually got to interview and visit with 2 of our brand new principals, Dr. Shauna Parley at Waller Elementary and Miss Julia Henry at Sun City. Excited about what they're doing. They are so excited in their school community to have that leadership. And so we're going to hear from them, I hope, at some point in time.
Well,
tons of kids everywhere.
Yeah. Speaking of that, you were at Plantation Park Elementary, several other schools. You got to speak directly to some of the students, and as you mentioned, some of our faculty members. So we're starting a new segment called Rollin with Rowland. I absolutely love this. So
yeah.
Let's roll that video footage.
Okay.
Let's go to our schools. Check it out.
I'm actually looking forward to the class I'm going to right now, culinary. I've been trying to get in this class for a few years now, and they finally let me in it, so I'm gonna go in there. You know, I like to cook, so it's gonna be a good class for me.
I just want to have a really fun and good year because this is like my first normal year of high school. Because I experienced COVID freshman year, just hasn't been the same since. And then make sure I'm having fun and enjoying it, but also still holding myself to my expectations academically.
What'd you have for breakfast?
Waffles, eggs, and bacon.
Awesome! Are you excited about this year?
Yes,
Let me see your excited face. Yay!
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
I'll see y'all Saturday
Good morning. Hi guys, good morning.
top that this year?
We're just going to stay steady.
We're gonna keep
We have
going.
grit and we don't quit.
I think they've been very excited. I've seen a lot of parents from Curtis. They came last night or the night before for Meet the Teacher. And so just to be able to see those families and see their younger siblings come, and then some of those Curtis kiddos showed up too. So the South Bossier community is just so welcoming and they seem very excited.
Everybody has just been so welcoming to the kids. The teachers were so excited to see them. The kids were so excited to see the teacher. It's been a wonderful morning.
Exciting as things are at the things that are happening at BPSTIL, this is really one of the best weeks of the year. This is Jamboree week here in Bossier Parish, and as we mentioned earlier, a lot of people have been working extremely hard all through the summer in preparation for this coming Friday night right here at Airline Stadium, MD Ray Field, where all 6 of our high school football teams will be on display. But not only that, the pep squads, the bands, the dance line, the cheerleaders, they've all kind of built up for this. This signifies the actual kickoff, if you will, of the football season, and it is an exciting time. I can remember my first year here in 1995 and not knowing what to expect. My expectations were blown away when we came out to just a packed stadium of people, and the excitement in the air was infectious. And I knew then that night that the Bossier Parish Jamboree was one of the most one of my favorite things, and I look forward to every single year.
Yeah, and I tell you what, Jamboree, it's steeped in tradition. It goes back 69 years. Bossier City Lions Club started it, and they continue today to, be the sponsors of it. And there's a full week of activities. In fact, there's a coaches supper, honoring our coaches. Also a Jamboree Queens luncheon, because we all have Jamboree Queens, elected from our high school teams representing their respective schools. And then, of course, leading up, like you said, to Friday night kickoff. And it's just going to be a lot of fun. You've probably driven by our high school parking lots over the summer. You've seen the flag line practicing. You've seen the band out there. You've seen them drumming, and saw the football teams out there doing their practices early in the morning, trying to beat the heat, and late in the afternoon.
I can remember as a principal, I knew that we were getting close when I would hear the drum line pick up outside. They'd be working underneath the live oaks at the front of the campus, and I knew once the drum line, when they hit that first note, that football season was here.
The dun 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 dun, right?
That's right. That's it.
Well, we're so appreciative again to the Bossier City Lions Club for hosting the annual Jamboree. We caught up earlier this week with Harrell Shelton from the Lions Club to talk a little bit about what to expect at this year's Jamboree, and also some of the many ways that the Lions Club turns the proceeds from the Jamboree back into our school system as well as into the community.
A lot of work, a lot of effort, but we just love doing it for our community. We also support the Lions Children's Camp just outside of Leesville. Most people don't know about it. It's a camp for children with exceptionalities, anything from diabetes to physical disabilities, mental disabilities, where those kids can go for a week and be just like any other kid. I think it's going to be an exciting year. I think it'll be the year that we see everybody coming back and feeling free to come out. Airline will play Benton in the first game. That's going to be a big one. Plaindeal and Bossier play in the second game. Halton and Parkway play in the third game. And those are all natural rivalries. And so that's going to be a great night.
Not only is the Jamboree going on, but we're having spirit nights all over Bossier Parish. I know last week we had some, and that's when we get our elementary schools, our middle schools, their cheerleaders, their dance lines get to perform in front of massive crowds that come out and support. And truly, our spirit nights have evolved into something that's really, really unique about Bossier Parish. One thing that we love about that is the communities come together.
Absolutely.
And again, it is baked in optimism, and it's such a refreshing feeling to see a fresh start. Everybody feels like things are back to normal, and there's nobody that's happier about that than I know we are.
So let's run down all of the details for the Bossier City Lions Club 69th Annual Jamboree. It kicks off this Friday night, August 26th, here at the Airline High School Stadium. Gates open at 4:30. Admission is $8. All right, here is the lineup. Airline versus Benton, 5:45, followed by Plain Dealing and Bossier High School, 7:15, and then the final game, Houghton against Parkway at 8:45. It is definitely going to be a fun night here at Airline High School Stadium. You know, someone else sure to be in the stands is Adam Bass. He is the president of our Bossier Parish School Board, but you know, he also played in the Jamboree as a football player for Airline High School a number of years ago, and he and our assistant superintendent, Jason Rowland, share a special kinship when it comes to football and Jamboree. So at this point, you know what? Let's toss it over to them and hear from them.
We are back with our special segment on our School Board Member Spotlight, sponsored by Citizens National Bank. We are here today by School Board President Adam Bass. Not only is Adam our school board president, but he is a 1999 graduate of Airline High School. He is a 3-year letterman at Airline in 1996, 97, and 98. He participated in this Lions Club Jamboree on 3 different occasions. And so we've invited Adam to be a part of the spotlight to kick off Jamboree Week this week, and we are blessed to have him here. Adam, how are you doing?
Doing fantastic, Coach. I appreciate you inviting me.
Well, we are excited about this week, and I know this week brings a lot of memories for you. And so I know I watched you as a freshman, as a sophomore, as a junior, and as a senior, and got to be there every time you took the field. And I know in 1996, why don't you tell us about that Jamboree game in 1996?
Well, 1996, we were coming off of a year we had some success, but we were very young. We had a lot of sophomores just like me that were playing. And what I remember about 1996 is during that Jamboree, I had Benton's quarterback wrapped up, and our other defensive end, Courtney Perry, came in to finish off the play. He got a chance to break my arm right about there, and then I got to sit the next 3 weeks out, which was kind of a challenge for us that year, because that means the last game I had to sit out was Houghton, and guess what? That's the only game we won that entire year. We went 1-9. So
I remember that. In fact, I remember you actually coming off the field, holding your arm with the doctor, and I said, that might not be good. So let's jump ahead then to 1998, your senior year. You're prepping for the Jamboree, Monday of Jamboree week. Take us through the week that eventually led to the last undefeated season in Airline Viking football was in 1998, your senior year. Take us through that week.
Well, I see a lot of parallels in that Jamboree and this Jamboree. We had a brand new coach. Mike Green was coming in. He was putting in a new defense, which, you know, I was a defensive player. We really didn't know what we had in this new defense. We knew that a lot of us had been playing together since sophomore year. We knew we had experience, but it was a new coach, new system, and we were just full of optimism. You know, Coach Green had come in. We'd worked so hard for him. We used to call what's behind us Hope Hill. We'd go over there, and we just hoped we could get up, you know, and he would throw us a number, 11, and we'd have to try and run it as many times as we could. And so we went into the Jamboree not only going into a new defense, but we were going to play both ways. It was just such a hope. The electricity and the environment when you come into the Jamboree, and both sides of MD Ray Field are full, and they're cheering on the football, and they're cheering on the dance line, and they're cheering on the bands. You can just tell it's the start of something electric. And I just remember in 1998, I felt like that was the week we found out that we were going to have a team that we could really play with.
I want to transition to this. So your success on the football field, of course, led to an undefeated season, the last one in Airline Viking football history. And so that transitioned you. You went to Louisiana Tech and played football. You're a Bulldog. And now a successful businessman, father of kids in our school, husband to a wife at one of our schools, and now you are a school board member, and this year you were elected president. So tell me how the success that you saw here on this field and being involved in Bossier Schools helped you, aided you into the success you've had as president of our school board.
Well, you said a lot there, but I'm going to start with the academic part. Our school system prepared me to go over to Louisiana Tech and be able to get a degree. It gave me the education that I needed to go to college and continue down that. But your first year as coach was my freshman year in high school. And so we've got a lot of history together. One of the things that I learned is preparation, preparation, preparation. You've got to know who you're playing. You've got to know what their tendencies are, and you got to prepare for them. You know, you prepare for a game, you prepare for a business meeting, you prepare for a test. And so the preparation is always there, and that's one of the things I learned here. And the other thing is hard work. You can be as prepared as you want, but if you're lazy and you don't give it on the field or in the business or in the classroom, the outcome's not going to be what you need it to be. And I remember that this was a real testing ground, a real proving ground, because you would study during the week, you'd go over the plays, you'd practice them, but then you got a chance to come out here and apply them. And I feel like that's such a good parallel in life, is you get a chance to really study and prepare, but when the rubber meets the road, are you willing to put in the hard work to be successful? And that season was one of the seasons that the whole team put in the work, they put in the effort, and they came out here and we were able to go through that undefeated season, and we really proved ourselves on this field.
Well, you've been a tremendous asset to not only Airline, but the community, and now to Bossier Schools. On behalf of all the staff and students in Bossier Schools, we thank you for all you do for us as president of our board. And we count it as a blessing to see you in this role. So, Adam, thank you for coming today. Thank you for being a part of this. Sonia, at this time, I'm going to toss it back over to you.
Woo! How's that for a good catch? All right. Thanks so much, Jason and Adam. That was a fun stroll down memory lane. Hey, just another reminder again, gates open 4:30 this Friday night, August 26th, here at the Airline High School MD Ray Field and Stadium. We are going to have a great time. First game, 5:45 with Airline and Benton. Hey, we also want to extend big thanks to Citizens National Bank, our title sponsor for On the Record with Bossier Schools. They are so supportive of our school system and our community, and we just thank them so much for making this broadcast possible. Also, want to give a big shout out to the K-Paw Productions team from Parkway High School, the ladies behind the camera, as well as media advisor Julie Edwards, Andrea Schwartz, and our drone team from Airline High School. How cool is that? That's a new program that's starting this fall, and we'll visit with them a little later this year in one of our other episodes. Hey, be sure to like and subscribe On the Record with Bossier Schools on our YouTube channel. Until next time, you are up to date. Have a great week.
This has been a Bossier Schools production. Join us next time when we go On the Record with Bossier Schools.